What's up? How you doing? My mother lived in a town that had a very big mountain. And when she was a lot younger, she would hike to the top. She just liked to hike. One particular time it had snowed the night before, and my mother got up in the morning and said today would be a good day to go up there and check out the scenery. So she went to the top of the mountain, looked around, came back down, went home, had a cup of tea. In those days, my mother, she had the biggest feet in her town. It's probably true now. Her feet were long and wide. Anyway, what she didn't know back then, on that specific day, was that there was a hunter not too far behind her, about a half a mile. And he saw the footprints in the snow that my mother left behind, and he assumed it was a Bigfoot. So he took pictures. When he got back in town, he developed the pictures and showed them at the local newspaper. And they also assumed it was Bigfoot. So they ran a story, Bigfoot's footprints found on mountain. Everybody started to panic. They thought people go up there hunting at night, they go hunting in the morning before the sun goes up, they can get attacked by this Bigfoot. So there was a panic setting in. My mother went to get her hair cut, and on the counter, as she's waiting in line, there was a brand new issue of her favorite magazine. It was called Romanzo. I don't know if they still make that magazine. But she picked it up and she was flipping through, and they had a very good picture of the footprints. And she said, wait a minute, those are my feet. So she got her hair cut and she went down to the local newspaper and said, this photo of Bigfoot, the footprints, that's me. And they looked at her feet and they said, yeah, you're right, you have big feet. So they printed a news story and they had an image of my mother. A reporter came down to her house and she sat in the front, and they took a picture of her. And they said that Bigfoot did not make these footprints, this woman did. But to this day, there are still people that they still talk about the legend of Bigfoot based on that incident, when that incident was nothing more than my mother taking a walk to the top of the mountain. But that's how legends start. They start with misinformation, and then it becomes a hoax. But anyway, no Bigfoot, it was just my mother's footprints. That's what happened.